Hi everyone, and welcome to this guide which will take us through the quest Heart of Darkness, which just got released by Varlamore the Rising Darkness update. So let's jump into it. So for the requirements, you're going to need 55 mining, 48 slayer, 48 thieving, and 46 agility. And you're also going to have completed the quest Twilight's Promise, which is the quest that comes right before this storyline. Let's head out. I'm starting from Civitas Illifortis, and I'm going to take my Quetzal right over here and travel with my Quetzal to the Tiamat on the map here, and that's where we're going to be able to start the quest. Okay, now that we're at the Tiamat, you go inside and you are going to talk to Prince Itzla Arkan right over here in this room. Go through his dialogue. Do we want to start the quest? Yes, of course. And the prince is basically telling us that he wants to infiltrate the bad guys and make us join a cult. But his mother shows up. And so here his mother's talking to him, and she tells him that he shouldn't be the one infiltrating the cult. So he's like, oh, darn it. I'm gonna send someone I trust instead, so that's what he tells us. He's gonna send someone to contact us, and we're gonna join a cult with them. So we're going to go back and take the Quetzal, and we're gonna be traveling to the Quetzcali Gorge, all the way up over here. So let's take the Quetzal there. And we have to go to the bartender here and get a room for the night, and we need 30 coins to do that. If you don't have 30 coins, you can just pickpocket a citizen to do it. Or you, like here, but you can also go and get it from your bank. So I'm just gonna go get it from my bank. And I go and talk to the bartender over here. He says he's got good drinks, but we ask him, I'd like to rent a room in the basement, and he says, okay, it's 30 coins a night. We say, I'll take it. We give him the coins, and then we head over to the room right over here, which isn't in the basement, but whatever. And then we click on the bed and we press rest on the bed. Guess we might as well take a rest while waiting for someone to contact us. Then we wake up and someone's in the room, and it's the Prince Itzla. And he says he's the one who's going to come with us to infiltrate the bad guys, but he's going to be disguised. So we're like, okay. And so Prince Itzla tells us that he thinks there's a shopkeeper in here who's recruiting people for the cult, and he thinks that if we talk to him, we can get recruited into the cult. So we talk to him and we say, I hear you can offer help to those in need. And we go through the dialogue. And he's like, oh, you want to join the emissaries? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, you'll have to do trials if you want to join them. So we're like, yeah, that's fine. And now we go back and talk to Prince Itzli, and then we'll be able to head out. So we're expected at the temple to become members of their cult. So for the next part of the quest, we're going to have to go all the way to this area on the right where the cultists are. The only way to get there is to run all the way around the mountain, unless you've built the new Quetzal landing site up here and salvage your overlook. I haven't, so I'm going to be running around the mountain, and I want to have to bank as little as possible, so I'm going to be running in my melee gear and bring super energy potions, because I don't want to have to come back and bank if I didn't bring enough stuff. So let's get to it. Here you can see the equipment I brought. I just brought my best melee gear basically. I'm gonna be killing the final boss in melee gear too. And for the inventory, I bring super attack, super strength, and some prayer potions and food, and then of course some super energy to help me with the run, and a ring to get out of there if I need to go and rebank. The last thing I want to mention before we head out is that you need to keep yourself 4 empty inventory slots, because at some point during the quest you're going to have to wear some cult robes, so keep yourself 4 inventory slots to put your gear in. Okay, so now that I have all my stuff, I'm going to head out. So now that we're here, we're going to talk to Prince Itzla. So he's going to tell us that we're going to say this whole place is fancy. We're going to have to get mingling and ask other people what they think of this cult. This guy says, "Leave me alone, I'm not here to make friends." Just go through the dialogue. We need to talk to 4 people: Sergius, Nova, Carita, and Velius. We'll just go through all the dialogue. Then we go and talk to Prince Itzla after we talked with everyone. We discuss what we learned. Go through all the dialogue again. And he says, let us head in and see what awaits us. So we go into this temple and we talk to Forebearer Janus. Go through his dialogue, and he tells us that we need to do trials to be worthy to join the cult. So we go up to the we have to go upstairs, and then the trials will begin. So now we're going to have to complete 4 trials to be able to become true cultist members. The first trial is that we're going to have to solve a puzzle and get a passcode. The second trial is a wave-based combat where we'll be attacked by people who are meleeers and magic people. And then the third trial is that we're going to have to question 4 people in a room and find out which one is the traitor. And the last trial is that we're going to have to fight Prince Itzla himself. So let's go through each of those trials now. So we go up the stairs and we talk to Forebearer Janus, who tells us about passphrase that we're going to have to find. The first thing we do is we pickpocket the Emissary Ascended. It'll give us a key. With the key we can open the gate over here and then have access, oops, we open the gate and then we have access to this chest. In this chest we search it and we find a book and a scrap of paper. In the book it'll be different for every person, but you're going to have some words that are highlighted and you have to look at the letter that's at the beginning of each of the words. So mine's D, A, W, and N. Then we go to the chest that is south, the south chest. We open that and there's going to be a code in it. So for the code you're going to have to put in the letters that were highlighted in your book. So D, A, W, N. Confirm. That will unlock the chest and you'll find a poem and a scrap of paper. So you're gonna go and read the poem now. The poem is gonna have 4 words that are highlighted at the beginning of each of the sentences, and you're going to have to find what direction each of the big first words means. So Silem means something, Wit means something, and Takam means something. So to find out their translation, you can talk to Prince Itzli. So for Silem, he says it means west. Then we say translate another. For Wit, he says it means south, and then we ask him to translate another. And for Takam, he says it means east. So west, south, and east. Then we go to the final chest here. We need to go west. Well, if we read our poem, west, south, west, east. So that will be our code: west, south, west, east, and then we press confirm. This will unlock the last chest. I'm just gonna drop a food here so I can pick a scrap of paper up, and then you put the papers together right away in your inventory so you have room. And on the completed note, you have the passphrase that you need. So mine is Moki, Coma, and Ecam. And then when you talk to Forbearer Janus, he's going to ask you the passphrase, and we're going to say that we have it. Moki, Coma, Ecam. And he says that is correct, very well done, and that's the end of the first trial. Okay, so now we're going to do the second trial. We're in the second area. I suggest that you take Prince Itzla so that you can heal him more easily. These crates at the end of the wall have bandages that you can take, and you can use them on Prince Itzla to heal him. You can also use them to heal yourself, but there's a limited amount, so you want to save them for the prince. So when you're ready to start the trial, you talk to Forbearer Janus. And the attack begins. You can pray protect melee. I'm putting my auto retaliate on. Next wave is about to start now. It's going to be more melee people. But stronger. They have an area of attack that goes off, and you have to run away from it to avoid it. Oops. Yeah, see, like there I stood at it, I took 8 damage. Next round is going to have magic and melee. So I pray protect magic. I took too much damage there, but don't be like me and stand on the tiles that you're not supposed to stand on. They heal themselves. Oh, so that's what happened when you fail the trial. Can't believe I just died there. Okay, we're gonna start this again. I wasn't paying enough attention to his health. And the last group is going to attack us now. Big mix of melee and magic again. So now that the trial's done, we can go on to the fourth one by talking to Forbearer Janus. So on this next level, we're going to have to find out who's the traitor among the 4 people here. And to do that, we're going to have to interrogate each of them. And whoever's a traitor here is the person who's not going to talk about the new dawn that's coming up. And they're gonna talk about being united with Mictil. So, for each of them, you can ask them a series of questions. Who do you worship? Raus and Ranul. Tell me about the final dawn. He says they will unite us all and end this world, but in doing so we will play part in forming a new one. So because he said that, he's not a traitor. Let's talk to Celia. Same questions. This guy says in his first question, he answers it by saying, I will be granted a place in Mictil. So he doesn't talk about there being a new dawn. So he's the one who is going to be the traitor, probably. But we'll talk to all of them. After you talk to them, you're going to have the option to accuse them. So let's accuse Celia of being a traitor. and Janice kills him. So that's the end of that guy's life. Nicely done. Celia was the traitor. Speak to me when you're ready to proceed. So we're ready to proceed to go on to the 4th trial now. Begin the next trial? Yes. Ready? There's a little cutscene, and we realize that we have to actually face Prince Itzla. He's going to have 2 attacks. I'm praying melee. One of his attacks, he'll warn you before he does it. He says, I'd move if I were you, so you have to get behind him. Not there, I went to the side. You have to actually go behind him to not get hit. And another attack he'll do is he'll remove your prayer from you. There, I got hit again. Don't get hit like me. I'm misclicking right now. Next time he does it, I'm gonna get it for sure. Reckon you can dodge this? Boom, got it. He hasn't done his remove prayer yet, but oh, there. Prayers, what prayers? He removes the prayers. You can just put them back on. So that's the end of him. And we talk to Forebear Janice now. So now that we've completed all the trials, we need to open the chest here to the south and get ourselves some robes. We put on the robes then, and we head out. We run to the area, then there's a cutscene. And we are now official members of the cult. Let's talk to the Forebearer. They're gonna say congratulations. And we're going to have to go down to the ruins over here and mine a section of the ruins out. There's gonna be a pickaxe in the barrel here. You pick up the pickaxe. Apparently they never taught Prince Itzla how to use a pickaxe, so we're gonna have to do it for him. And we mine the rock. Next there's a little cutscene. Some Frost Nagao appear and they blast Prince Itzla away and they kill Forebear Vulcan, who we were working with. We see he's still okay, but we're separated from him. And we have to go and meet up with him. I'm gonna head past the Sulphur Nagao and pray magic so that I don't get not the Sulphur Nagao, the Frost Nagao, pray magic so I don't get hit. Head over to this area with the spikes. You can run through the spikes. Try not to get hit. And once you're through, pull this lever here. After that, keep running to the end of this and you can climb down the ice here, climb down the ledge. Next, we're going to go around the spike area that's there, so we have to go around the rock here. There's gonna be some little rock crabs. Just avoid the spikes. Keep running into this next area. Okay, now we go along the icy ledge. Let's slide along that. There's gonna be a little room up here. We're gonna go through it. The only thing that we have to be careful for is there's going to be some icy spikes on the ground. We'll just go around the spikes and pull the lever that's on the other side. Then we can leave this room. Continue along the path. We're going to jump across the frozen platforms now. And there's going to be another ledge that we can climb down. Get to a lower level. We're going to find another room with another lever, but we have to go around the spikes that are in it. In total, we're going to be pulling 4 levers, so this is our 3rd lever. We pull this one. And the last lever is over here by the gate. You see we have 3 orbs lit up. We're lighting up the 4th one. If you're missing an orb lit up, then that means you didn't pull one of the levers. Before we go through this gate though, we go over here and we pull this chain. We'll be able to skip this whole path, the agility path that we took, and we'll be able to climb down the chain from the initial entrance to get to this area right away. Okay, so now we're going to enter a room where Frost Nagua are going to spawn and attack us during it. We have to search all the urns that we see and find 4 different colored pieces in them. So let's head out and do that. So I got a water piece, a magic against the Frost Nagua, turn auto retaliate off. I have an earth piece, a fire piece, I got air piece. Now look at the pictures on either side of these walls and inspect them. This one is called Yeya, and the one on the earth one is called Yeya. The one on the other side, the water one, if you click it, it's Naui. So air is Naui, earth is Yeya. You're gonna have to remember that for later. We're going to use the icons we found on the broken statues. The blue marking is Oma, and the fire marking is Zima. So the words on the murals determine which order we have to click on the statues. So Zima is 1, Oma is 2, Yeya is 3, and Naui is 4. So my Zima was fire, my water one was Oma, so Zima is 1. Let's click on the fire first. Oma was 2, the water one. And then my Naui was the air one, and my Yeya was the earth one. So I click on the earth one, and then the air one. And we hear a rumbling, and the ice melts from the gate. So now the gate's unlocked and we can go in to meet the final boss. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill the boss now. If you guys want to learn the mechanics of the boss and learn how to kill it efficiently, check out this video that we made here. It's a really in-depth guide on killing this boss and the most efficient way to farm it so that you guys can get the pet. For this quest, I'm going to just kill it with the supplies I have here, but yeah, if you guys think you're gonna die, definitely bank before this trip. You'll be able to come straight back down to this cavern by pulling the chain that we unlocked earlier. Okay, so let's start this kill. There's going to be a little cutscene that we need to watch when we go through the door. So Amoxliaddle, the boss, is kind of mad at us and says we shouldn't be here. Prince Itzla gets teleported away. Then the cultists show up and she gets mad at them too. She says you guys shouldn't be here, so they teleport away and we're stuck to fight the boss. So that's what we're going to do now. So now we just got kicked out of the frost area and we got sent back to here, and the last thing we need to do is head back to Civilis Fortis and talk with the person in charge there. So let's go ahead and do that. We just need to go into the main palace over here. And talk with the person in charge, Servius. And that's the end of the quests. And voila. Here we have all of the XP that we get and 2 quest points. So congratulations to everyone for finishing the quests. Don't mind the mistakes I made. I'm sure you guys will do better than me, and good luck on finishing the rest of the quests and getting your max quest cape, guys.